Hi there. This is my 178th essay for Mark's Monster Essays. The name of today's video essay is Internet Advertising, Applause Issues, and Cairo Dogs. And so I guess for today's video essay I will be talking about a couple of different topics, and I'm going to be using a harmonica, this slightly dusty drum, and this out-of-tune 5-string guitar to kind of make my topics a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and start off here with the haiku of the essay, and I'm going to go ahead and accompany the haiku with my harmonica here. So here we go. Enjoy. Just like when offline, we leave finger and footprints with our computers. So yeah, just like when offline, we leave finger and footprints just like with our computers. Because the first thing I'm talking about today is internet advertising. There's this big kind of problem going on in the British press recently I read about, where a member of parliament, a conservative member of parliament, complained that one of his web documents sent to him through his party had an advert for Arab girls on it, and he was like, I do believe that the Conservative Party should have something better than ad to Arab girls. And well, here's some nice highlights from the article at hand here. Here we go. The press team's reply began, "Oh dear," followed by a link to an explanation of how Google AdSense functions. That is, upon the preferences of a web user. Yeah, so pretty much somehow his preferences ended up with him getting an ad for Arab girls. So, yeah, that's pretty harsh. But, to be completely fair to this poor English member of parliament, I definitely get lots of adverts for Arab girls as well, just because I live in Cairo, and apparently they realize that I'm male, that I live in Cairo, and that apparently I need to look at social websites for Arab girls. So, go figure, Internet. Now, the next topic I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to use this nice, very dusty 5-string guitar, since one string is out of commission. And I'm going to talk about applause issues. So I was reading this article about the history of applause. It turns out that in history a long time ago, there were old Romans who thought it was a pole, and it got political, and so everyone was going ahead and clapping, because they clap for politicians. And nobody likes politicians even back then, so they paid people to clap for them, and that was unethical. But it meant a lot in the ancient world. So, yeah, I mean, essentially it turns out that applause used to be, something we've been doing as thousands of years as a species, but, various peoples over time have perfected it. And I just wanted to talk about applause issues because I've got an improv show in a couple of minutes here with you can see my improv shirt. It says, "Give us a space, we'll give you a show." We need to get new t-shirts, obviously. But anyway, we've got an improv show, and whenever we have a show, I never remember any of it. I don't remember what scenes I was in or what kind of characters I had. Instead, I just kind of go blank because I get really intimidated, even as a 26-year-old, on the stage anytime I act or do improv, and I build up this nervous tension so that when applause happens and people laugh, it just makes my brain go numb, and I just have to keep perpetuating the laughter, or else I guess I shut down. So I guess I've got a little bit of applause issues, but who doesn't? Even famous Oscar people tend to trip on the red carpet, and that is too bad. And so the last thing I'm going to talk about here today before I sign off is Kind of the prevalence of dogs here in Cairo, the wild dogs of Cairo. You see, the wild dogs of Cairo are wandering in packs. The wild dogs of Cairo are chewing on your slacks because they're wild dogs. And in Cairo, we tend to have quite a bit of stray dogs that are just kind of released into the population and feed off trash and things like that. And sometimes late at night, you'll find them out in crowds and kind of wild packs of these dogs wandering about. And I thought about this today because I saw a picture of a dog sleeping on a cow. And that was kind of a strange picture until I realized that I see dogs sleeping on top of everything here in Cairo, on cars, on dumpsters, on electrical boxes, and on stumps. And sometimes you have to check and see if that's a bag of garbage, a dog, or a person. And that's really the saddest thing about living in Cairo. But you gotta look on the bright side because you never know what tomorrow will bring. And as for wild dogs, they're not too bad as long as you don't get too close and they don't bite you. But otherwise, it's sad and we should hopefully do something about it, like maybe Amnesty International or something similar to that. But otherwise, we'll figure it out. And until then, the best of luck with all of your crazy escapades in Cairo and in the world. MWV 3/17/2013.